Michael Pryor, and we're here to talk about organizational vision and mission. So again, this falls at the beginning of our strategic development model, where we're going to be talking about the organization, vision, values, mission, and goals. So envision an organization's future. Invent, conceive, and visualize the organization's future based around present realities and future possibilities. So again, we're looking at the present and the future. So vision, an organization's vision is the first and most important dimension of strategic management. It sets the direction of the enterprise, guides the conduct of the firm and its members. And the key thing here is it guides the direction of the enterprise. A vision is the ultimate picture of what you are striving to achieve. It's the statement that clarifies your intent. And a vision is developed by leaders, shared and supported throughout the whole organization, and is positive and inspiring. A vision is the ultimate picture of what you're striving to achieve. It's the statement that clarifies intent. So vision, it's about the emotional appeal and to some of the most fundamental human needs. To make a difference, to feel useful, to be part of a successful and worthwhile enterprise. A vision captures the worth of the work. It allows individuals to identify how they're going to contribute and participate in the success of the organization. Again, how will the organization itself add to the vision and achieve the vision? So the vision defines where the organization wants to be in the future, describes a future identity, reflects the optimistic view of the future, and outline what the company wants to be, provides a clear decision-making criteria, is memorable, engaging expression of where the company wants to go. It's brief in one line. It doesn't go on for paragraphs and paragraphs and pages and pages. It has to be simple so everyone can understand it. So visions and values keep you on track. So within an organization's lifetime, its vision, its ultimate purpose, and core values will be the essence of its behavior and success. So the vision and core values should never change. It doesn't matter where you go along the path, you know exactly where you're going as you move forward. So some of the questions to think about if you're developing a vision. Who is, in terms of the vision, who is our customer now and who do you want them to be in the future? What will they want in the future? What is our business now and what will it be in 5 years? How does all of this fit with the overall organization's current vision and strategic plan? What markets will we try to compete in? What markets or customers will we abandon? You don't have to keep the same customers or markets. You'll change as the environment changes. Who will we be competing against and how will we position ourselves? How do we want the public to think about our company products and services? What are the core corporate values that will carry us there? How will we treat our employees? What will our key numbers be and by what date? So let's look at values now. So values are a key element of an organization's vision. Values are commonly held broad beliefs about the conduct of a business and its affairs. So values are an important component of the firm's culture, a vehicle to transform the culture to align it with the organization's current and future direction. So you can see that values are important because they help drive the vision. They're a broad statement of conduct which guide everyday activities. They articulate a broad expectation regarding ethics, quality, treatment of people, standards of service, etc. And establish shared principles of conduct across the firm. So values define the character of an organization and how the organization operates. They reflect the core principles that ground the organization. And values are what makes the organization unique. It can distinguish an organization from its competitors. So values reflect the organization's culture and priorities as a whole, profit versus growth. To what extent is this to be a value-added organization? And how important is being a good corporate citizen? And how important is being a good workplace for our employees? So values reflect operating philosophy, how work is done, how conflict is managed, accounting procedures. It often drives the intent and direction for planners. So continuous re-examination and discussion of what makes values continuously relevant. And values make the management philosophy explicit, so everyone knows exactly what's required of them. So vision versus mission statement. This is often the question that's asked of me. What's the difference? Well, vision sets the direction of the organization. It's long term. A mission tells the world what the organization currently does. So you have long term, which is the vision, and current condition, which is really the mission statement. So a mission is focused on the present. It incorporates the core concepts and nature of your current business, the reason your organization exists. It defines the organization's current product, services, market values, and a concern for the public image. Identifies critical processes and maybe priorities of activities for survival. And it also infers some order of priorities in how products and services are delivered. It provides a frame of reference for all planning decisions, clear and understandable to all people. Now, this is important. You have to make it clear and understandable so everyone in the organization, from the CEO to any frontline people, can understand exactly what your mission is. And it's brief enough for everyone to keep in mind. It's achievable and realistic enough for organizational members to support, brings clarity to the organization, and provides clear decision-making criteria, and generally serves a 3 to 5 year time frame, although a mission changes depending on the business environment and how dynamic it is. Again, the mission describes how you're going to support achieving your vision. So a mission is a broad statement of purpose describing why you exist. It's an operational statement that explains what you do. Not where you're going, explains what you do. And that's the difference, major difference between a vision and a mission. So like this company here, the mission, give people the power to share and make the world more open and connected. And that's very easy to understand. Everyone can understand that, and they can follow and support that mission statement. Goals. Goals are the next things. Goals define the long-term results the firm is striving for to achieve within its mission. They articulate the end results in the environment of which the firm currently operates, and identify all the areas of success or survival of what the organization has at stake. So this could be the revenue growth, profitability, the amount of innovation per year, type of innovation, market position, financial position, technological leadership, management and development of people. So again, these are just some of the areas in terms of the goals for the organization. So in terms of the way you define goals, your major targets are the most important things you want to focus on and accomplish. But you need to have explicit statements which support the achievement of your mission. And goals draw people and organizations together to focus their attention on those key primary areas. And these are key result areas which you can actually define within your list of goals. But goals need to be achievable within the resources of the organization and the realities of the marketplace. You can have stretch built in here, but they still need to be achievable. And resources often have to be reallocated to support some of these goals. Unrealistic goals frustrate and alienate an organization. We see this so often where the CEO is not in touch with what's going on within the organization. The CEO will say, we need this to happen, we need this return on the investment, we need to gain these clients, we'll cut our profit to get this contract. But again, if these goals are unrealistic, it's just going to alienate everyone within the organization. Next, you need to avoid fuzzy goals. You need to strive for measurable goals that describe specific outputs. A well-formed goal statement is verifiable, achievable, valuable, ownable, and actionable. So it has to have all those parts to make it understood by everyone in the organization so they can follow it. Generally, serve for 1 to 3 year time frame and should be revised and reviewed at that time. I would suggest they're revised and reviewed a bit more often than that, depending on what your operating environment is. If it's really dynamic, then you should review that every 6 months. If it's not dynamic, then again, you can go for 1 to 3 years. So some of the examples you can look at. ABC Company is dedicated to the pursuit of the following perpetual goals: to maintain a revenue growth of no less than 5%, to sustain a gross profit margin of no less than 20%, expand our lines of business. You need to state how many, and to continue our high quality products and service leadership, to achieve market share of 40% in 10 products, to innovate new product applications. Well, how many, in what time, in what departments, to preserve financial growth and stability, to adopt new technology improvements, or what type of technology. You have to be specific. Again, that gives you some idea of how you'd actually go through and state some of the goals. So corporate vision. Corporate vision is long-term. Mission and goals support the vision, and mission and goals are shorter term because they are adaptable depending on the market condition, your competitors, and what's happening in terms of your resources internally. So maintain your vision and values. To achieve your vision, adjust your strategy, mission, and goals. And you have to do this to operate in a dynamic business environment. So the strategic process: vision, analysis, and strategy. This is very basic. So the vision is where you want to go in the future. And then you look at, in terms of the analysis, where are you today? Who are your competitors? And what are the current and future trends? All that has to be taken into consideration. And then what you have to do to get there. That's where strategy comes into it. But you have to start with vision and values, and then understand what's happening internally and externally. And then you have to develop your strategy. So this is very basic, what the strategic process looks like. So at the end of this section, the questions are: what is the difference between an organization's vision and mission? And what is the importance of employees and customers understanding why an organization exists? So please think about these questions at the end of this section.